Hello everyone, I just managed to record the whole of my monthly favourites without the camera on. So I'm just going to look now and check that the red light is on. Yes, it is. That's quite frustrating. Anyway, I'm in my new beauty room, which is a complete and utter tip. And it's quite disgraceful actually. There's a hole in the ceiling where it's been leaking. There are no curtains. I've got a towel and a bed sheet up at the window. It's kind of like I'm a squatter in here really. And it's a mess everywhere. There's a boiler with horrible pipes sticking out. You can probably hear a weird noise. That is my light, which is next to my external mic that's coming out at the top of the camera. It's making a buzzing noise. So it's all good. But here I sit with my little tray of monthly favourite things. See that? This is my new little system that I'm doing so that when I do a beauty video, I can put all of my makeup or whatever it is that I'm using in this tray. And it keeps it all together. I remember what it is that I want to do. And then once I finish shooting, I can take the tray into the other room when I do my computer stuff. And when I'm doing my links for everyone for the products in the information box, I can quickly see what shades I've got and all that kind of bump. So that's my little tray, completely irrelevant to this video, but there we go. And yes, so let's get started. It's a little bit heavy on Clinique products this month. And that is because there happen to be 3 Clinique products, 2 of them new, 1 of them old, that I think are just absolutely brilliant, to be quite honest, almost faultless. So I'll be showing you those. First product you'll have seen in my How to Cheat a Healthy Glow video, but this is now out in the shops. This is the Even Better Compact Makeup with SPF 15, if I can get the lid to stay open. I never use the sponges. I've actually used a brush with this one, if you see in that video, and that's why it's kind of messed up the surface. But I think it's a really good coverage makeup. It dries to a kind of very even, perfect finish. You can watch me apply it better than this, and not just randomly on my face if you look at that other video, and I'll put a link to that underneath. But it's just a really nice creamy textured, kind of, it's got a really nice almost dry finish to it, I find, and I find that the coverage is really buildable where you want it and you can shear it out towards the edges. You could probably use a sponge with this and get better results than with the brush maybe, because the brush does tend to be a heavy-handed way of applying it, but for that video I was kind of cheating a really good complexion, so that's why I wanted it quite built up here. But to be honest, you could use fingertips as well with this, and it's really easy to reapply during the day if you need to, and I find that you can build it up into a bit of a concealer finish underneath the eyes as well if you want to do that. So I just think that's fantastic, and I don't normally really like compact foundations that much, but this one is brilliant. I'm just going to get the Clinique things out of the way really, I think, because they are my favourite things. Repair Wear Laser Focus Eye Cream. Now, I did a post the other week on modelrecommends.com about kind of eye creams that are very rich and buttery and really good for anti-wrinkling, anti-aging, and this one is too. This is going to rub all my makeup off. Really nice kind of thick textured cream that doesn't feel greasy and absorbs really nicely into the skin, but I just find that it's quite plumping and smoothing, and I am starting to get fine lines now around the eye area. Now I'm creeping through my 30s, and I don't want to have to really resort to Botox or anything like that. I don't think that we've talked about plastic surgery or cosmetic enhancements yet on this channel, but we probably should do. I'm not against people doing it if they want to, but I kind of feel like for me, if I got into doing that kind of stuff, it would turn into a vicious circle because of what I do for a living, and also it would have to be incredibly well done for me to get away with it, because people are zooming right close into my face. I mean, any minor change to my face, people would notice. So it's not really for me. So I'm always on the lookout for Holy Grail wrinkle product. This is the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, which isn't new. It's a very, very thick, almost kind of lard-like balm that melts into an oil when you kind of massage it into your face. And It takes off every single scrap of makeup. It's unbelievable. It's not fragrance, so it's great for people that don't like perfume products. And it rinses very, very clean. So great for people with oily combination skin that don't like a residue left on the skin. I haven't got dry skin, so I can't really tell you what it's like on dry skin, but I imagine that it's absolutely fine because it doesn't kind of leave the skin squeaky or anything like that either. So overall, like pretty much this gets a 10 out of 10 in my books, really. Can't fault it. And it has shot to the top, or near to the top of my list of favourite ever cleansers. Next thing, going right down to the budget end of the scale. This is from Asda, N Spa, and it's called Hot Cloth Polish. And Liz Earle's Cleanse and Polish is one of my favourite cleansers. And this is very, very similar in the ingredients list, and texture is very similar to that, very kind of thick. I think this one's got added perfume, which probably isn't so great, but then the Liz Earle one's very strong on eucalyptus, and some people don't get on well with the eucalyptus, so swings and roundabouts really. And this one I've seen is pretty much always on offer. They've always got offers on in Asda. I don't actually shop there because there's not one near me, but I was checking online and I've been keeping an eye on this, and they are 2 for £8, or they were recently, so I'll keep an eye on again and I'll let you know when they're on offer. But you get 150ml, 2 for £8, bloody brilliant. You can't really go wrong with that, can you? Very, very effective at taking off makeup. You can use it on the eye area, it doesn't sting. You can put quite a thick layer on and kind of leave it on for a little while and then massage it off with a flannel or hot cloth, muslin cloth, or washcloth as you say in the US. Tisserand Luxury Bath Oil De-Stress Blend. Like this because it's not too expensive, but you know, really high quality of oils and ingredients in that, and you don't need very much. It's got a nice little squeezy bottle rather than tipping it out and wasting loads of it. Gorgeous little blush here, and you'll have seen this in a video this month. I'll link to that below. Cream blush, YSL. Cute little, almost like Art Deco pot. And the lightest texture. Because I've filmed this video 4 times, I've got quite a lot on now. But it's so light. It doesn't disturb your makeup underneath. It blends in, just kind of glides over the skin. It's really, really gorgeous. So I love that. I've got loads of cream blushes, but a lot of them take quite a lot of kind of pummeling to get them to kind of blend into the skin, and then you've ruined your foundation underneath. So that one I love because it just kind of glides like a little mousse. Rimmel, I'm going a little bit stir crazy, I'm sorry. Rimmel Scandalise in bronze. Again, you'll have seen this in the same video that thing he was in. Just kind of draw it on, blend it in with a brush, stays on all day. I just think it is exceptional value for money, that. Really, really like it. What have we got? Lastly, please don't run out of battery, Mr. Camera. Illamasqua's Freckledy Speckledy Nail Polishes. This one is in Scarce, so it's like a lilac-y pink with like random larger bits of sequiny glitter and then tiny bits, and it makes your fingers look like mini eggs. Really, really pretty if you're looking to do an effect on your nails, but you can't be doing with all this magnetic stuff and feathery whatever stuff is coming out. This is really easy. 1 coat looks great, 2 coats looks amazing, and it stays on for, I'd say, well over a week actually, although I did have a really hot bath and it started kind of peeling off at the corners. But the wear on this I think is exceptional, and it didn't actually chip at all. So I think well worth the money. I think that's around £15. But I'll put all the links to all of the things that I've shown you below. I'm going to go now because, as you can tell, I'm going a little bit like, woo, we're out of time. See you next time.